The headlines this evening. Dominica pays special tribute to its Kalinago community on World Indigenous Peoples Day. The United Workers' Party reiterates its call for voter identification cards. And Kohath Baron makes history as the first Dominican to participate in the World Cycling Championships. Welcome to Kairi TV News. I'm your presenter, Danielle Noel. The contribution of Dominica's Kalinago community to the environmental preservation and sustainable development came under the spotlight on Wednesday for World Indigenous Peoples Day. Janssen Hilaire reports.
In an address to mark the day, Minister for Kalinago Upliftment, Kozia Frederick, emphasized the importance of youth in carrying forth traditions which benefit society and protect the earth.
It is very clear that indigenous cultures are repositories of ancient wisdom. They are all entrenched with environmental stewardship and have mastered sustainable ways of living. These have all maintained our world for generations. As we acknowledge and honor our Kalinago culture, we must also recognize that it is the youth who hold the key to preserving and revitalizing these traditions for years to come.
This year, the United Nations is marking World Indigenous Peoples Day under the title Indigenous Youth as Agents of Change for Self-Determination. Janssen Hilaire, Kairi TV News.
Thank you, Janssen. We'll be back with more after the break.
Bonjour, je m'appelle Danielle Noel et je travaille à Kairi FM. Aujourd'hui, je suis très contente parce que je suis en Martinique avec Monsieur Agenaya Casimir. Pourquoi nous sommes ici?
Nous sommes ici pour faire une course. On a déjà fait la course, donc oui, on a déjà fait la course et j'ai pu gagner et j'ai première place en général.
Première place.
En général, mais pour la course, j'ai pas gagné. Je n'ai pas gagné pour la course parce que en fait, c'est compliqué, mais j'ai gagné.
C'est très compliqué.
Oui, j'ai gagné en général et en fait, j'ai gagné en voyage en France.
Welcome back. 6 Peace Corps volunteers have been sworn in to serve Dominica's education sector for the next 2 years. These are the first volunteers since global operations were halted 2 years ago due to the COVID-19 pandemic. Minister for Culture Greta Roberts expressed confidence in the positive impact of the Peace Corps volunteers on Dominica's education sector.
Assistance from the Peace Corps has helped to address the challenges of low literacy, special education needs, and also to achieve our set goals for literacy development. I am sure that your various contributions to our schools, both individually and collectively, will further enhance students' performance in the area of literacy.
In other news, leader of the United Workers' Party, Dr. Thomson Fontaine, has called for voter identification cards over the suggested national ID cards in Sir Dennis Byron's report on electoral reform. Linda Martin tells us more.
Speaking at a national consultation hosted by the Dominica Business Forum, Dr. Fontaine said these voter ID cards must contain biometric information, including fingerprints.
On the provision of national ID cards, again, in Annex 7, Part 3, Number 11 of Section 11, now reads, and I'll quote, where a person has been duly registered as an elector, the Chief Registration Officer shall cause a national identification card in the prescribed form and containing the prescribed information to be issued to the person in accordance with the regulations. The Chief Registration Officer may designate locations for the purpose of the issue of national identification cards. There shall be established and maintained by the Chief Registration Officer a roll of the names of persons to whom national identification cards have been issued. Our recommendation is quite simple. Replace national identification card with voter identification card. This will also mean the rewriting of Annex 6, Section 13 to 16 to reflect voter ID cards rather than national ID cards. And in addition, the biometric information must be contained on those cards to include that of fingerprints.
Dr. Fontaine further called on government to ensure the preservation of the democratic process, resulting in free and fair elections for years to come. Linda Martin for Kyrie TV News.
Thank you, Linda. The Discover Dominica Authority has announced its highly anticipated Staycation 2023. It offers locals and returning nationals to indulge in the island's beauty, culture and rejuvenating wellness. From August to October, the exclusive campaign is set to ignite a fresh appreciation for the island's hidden gems. It's an initiative inviting residents and returning nationals to explore, experience and relish the wonders of the nature island during the summer holidays and upcoming independent season. And the Dominica Cycling Association, DCA, has made history, being represented as the year's World Cycling Championships through assistance of the Dominica Olympic Committee. Kohath Barron is the first Dominican to participate in the championships. Barron will compete in 2 events, the time trial and under-23 road race. The World Cycling Championships, being held in Glasgow, Scotland, will run from the 3rd to 13th of August. And stay tuned for more after the break.
Wait, what's up? But hey, Kevin, that camera recording us, man.
Yes, but while it's recording us, let's go to the studio.
My name is Carol Coffey.
My name is Kevin Scott, and this is the chat room on Kyrie FM. Live every Saturday,
1 to 2 p.m. on Facebook,
YouTube,
and Instagram.
Coming up now, the weather forecast. I'm Danielle Noel on behalf of the entire production team. Thanks for watching.